All right, give me a beat.
Do 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 do.
Howdy, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Sweaty Plebs podcast. That is our.
That was the songs are getting better and better as the time goes on. Some people say that you don't become a better musician with practice. I don't agree with that. I think you do. We're getting much better.
Yeah,
It's a widespread belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon people will be stealing our stuff, and then they're gonna
People already are.
They're gonna be putting it on their content, and then we have to like go in there like, oh, we gotta block you. Can't allow it. But we're not gonna block you because we're cool.
All right. Yeah.
I just want to say, hey, that's my song. You can use it. I just want you to know it's my song.
Yeah. Write that down. Put it in the bucket.
Put that in your description.
Mm-hmm. Tag me.
Tag me.
Let me know what's happening.
So dumb.
All right.
Anyways.
So dumb.
Let's get to the important stuff. Math Blaster.
Math Blaster. So I don't know if kids know that nowadays, if they had something fancy called Math Blaster. It was a video game in the mid 90s, early 90s in some regards, before Aiden was even.
Aiden's early. Oh no, he's mid.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
So this is before his time. Math Blaster was a game I played as a child to learn math.
I played it for
Yeah.
fun. I don't think I learned any math from it. I just enjoyed playing on the computer.
I mean, it's quite obvious I didn't learn any math from it.
I bet you I'd be pretty good at it right now. Like if I went back into it, I bet you I would fuck up that game.
I mean, it only went up to division and multiplication, so I'd like to think you'd do well.
Yeah.
I want to believe in you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I would blast the shit out of that math.
But it was a fun game as a kid. I loved it. Did not help me at all, I don't think.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm certain it helped a little bit, but
yeah,
it definitely wasn't. Like
great game.
didn't
But
make me a math man.
before we move on, what is your drank?
Oh, how could I forget? So I've actually got one of my favorite beverages here, but just a different, not even a different brand. I've had this beverage many times with this brand, just never in a can, just always made. I've got a michelada from Tecate.
Nice.
Jeez, look at that tall
Look
can.
at that.
Yeah, they only sell them in tall cans. My favorite canned michelada, prior to tasting this one, is the Picante Bud Light one, the red can. I don't know if you had it. It's pretty
That's
good.
a classic.
Sweet.
This one's pretty good. It's not spicy at all though. The Picante is not there, so I give that okay. I wish I had some hot sauce that would go well with it, so I could dump it in. But all I have is Frank's and pepper plant.
Just
Say
do some
go for
Franks. Yeah.
Frank's is buffalo sauce. It's not even really hot.
Fuck it. Go for it, man.
Yeah, do it.
Put some black pepper in there
It's
too.
not gonna be bad.
Shake it up.
Mm-hmm.
I've considered all of your recommendations and denied them all. All denials.
I can't believe you don't have
You're
like,
missing out.
any sriracha there or anything like that either.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have I have I don't remember what it's called. Like the garlic
Tapatio.
hot paste. You know, there's a green
Oh,
cap.
yeah.
You know
I
what I'm talking about?
could not tell you what the actual name is, but yes.
Yeah.
The chili garlic sauce that has a very fancy Vietnamese name.
Yeah. I
That's
love that
quality
shit.
stuff. Yeah, throw
Yeah.
a little bit in there. That'd be delicious.
That actually, maybe. I'll consider
what's
it.
the
That
worst
one
that
I
could happen?
consider. What's the worst
Just
that could
a
happen?
little bit.
Oh no, man! You gotta go spice. No spice is sort of nice, but a little spice doesn't matter.
Okay.
Ancient proverb.
Yes. Wise words.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next. I got a amaretto sour from Red and Lush.
Nice. I like that can.
Yeah, cocktail in a can.
Orange can.
It's got a fancy little lady. It's got some fruit.
Amaretto sour. That's interesting.
I've never had an actual one made at a bar, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I bet you it tastes good in your protein powder.
Probably anything would. Anything that's not water to just give me another taste.
That's hella funny.
Why don't you just mix your protein powder into like cookies? Like make some cookies with it.
That'd be
Is that
smart.
possible?
You can make some mug cakes with that protein powder. Probably be good.
That's not bad. I'm probably just gonna mix it in ice cream.
Or in your oatmeal. Put it in your oatmeal.
That would require me to eat oatmeal, which I have not done in like 2 years.
All right, I'm just tossing
Not,
out.
Two
not
lines.
shit against oatmeal. I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
Oatmeal's good.
I have a lot of oatmeal right now.
Yeah, I have a bunch of oatmeal also, but I haven't eaten it.
I got this fruit oatmeal. I don't really know. It's like fruit flavored. You take
Okay.
one strawberry packet and one banana packet. Strawberry banana oatmeal. I don't have any actual fruit though. It tastes okay.
I bet you if you had real fruit, it'd probably taste
Okay.
even better.
Real fruit will be a vast improvement, I guarantee.
Yeah. I got High Water Brewing Campfire Stout. Look at the bear. Look how cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
so
cute.
cute.
With the waterfall.
Aw.
It's like this outdoor theme. I don't know how long it's been in my sitting in my fridge though.
You're gonna find out.
Oh, this is pleasant. This is adorable. It's brewed with graham crackers and molasses. This is like cozy.
Sounds perfect for you.
Cozy is the word. I feel cozy, like this bear around the campfire. Like you're just like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just enjoying the stars.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds disgusting.
Oh, it's great. But you don't like dark beer, so.
I mean, I like graham
doesn't-
crackers.
Yeah, that's he
Yeah.
does.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many people do you know that do not like graham crackers?
I assume they keep it deep down as a secret because that's
They don't
really
want to be
weird.
shamed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
bet
how you become an
Allison doesn't
outcast.
like graham
Yeah.
crackers. I bet you.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's get on to games we've been playing. So, Aiden, what is up with you this week besides driving a Fiat and drinking shitty protein powder?
You're driving a Fiat?
Yeah, I'm driving the company car.
Oh, man.
It's terrible, but it's fine.
Our grandma has a Fiat.
Yeah, I bet she regrets the purchase too. It's a terrible car.
Have you driven hers?
I think one time.
It is not fun. I don't like it at all.
No, it's
The
absolutely miserable.
shifting is so weird on it.
Yep, and also I feel like you just get bullied when you're driving around because you're in a Fiat, which I don't blame people for, but it is rude.
Only driven it from our house to her house,
Yes,
or
I
our family house.
drive it on the highway every day. It's
Is
terrible.
it really small?
Yeah, it's
Like a Mini
like-
Cooper?
it's like in between a Mini Cooper and a smart car.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
it's a bad time.
How tall are you?
5'9"
Yeah.
3/4.
Oh, so it's more of a my size car.
Yeah, it's a little baby boy. All right, so quick segue. I have not played that many games this week, so Darkest Dungeon, that's one I want to dedicate more time to. I played half a run. It's just like, this is cool. I want something that I can more easily just jump straight into, so I was
Boy.
back to the golden
Sorry.
standard. Boy. Binding of Isaac. Still my
Yeah,
number one roguelike. Still
I
good.
just
You just playing on a
realized
Switch or
that
are you
you
playing
could-
PC?
On the Switch.
Okay,
I don't feel like restarting my progress again, but
that's fair.
it's definitely one of those games that I feel like I just like having the analog stick for movement.
What,
Just
you
makes it nice and smooth.
You didn't get Hades for Switch and then just import your cross save?
Hey, this is out.
it's not out yet.
I don't know. I don't remember the date.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
talking
didn't-
shit.
didn't put-
Why
if
would you
they
do that to me,
yeah, if they had that out, that's literally all I would talk about this week.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to come out so I can
Yeah.
play it and we could talk about it. It'd be great.
I mean, you could get it now.
Yeah.
You could start playing now and then get it later.
I mean that's a good point, but then I have to double buy. I'm not gonna double buy.
oh, it's worth it.
I can't wait. I'm very excited.
But yeah, again, thanks for crushing my dreams.
I know. It's like an instant hype and then just this huge letdown. I apologize. I feel bad. I so sorry.
Yes, but Bind and Isaac, good game.
Okay.
It's been out for years. We can't say that much more about it.
Yep. I haven't played it.
There's
to be
poop in that
honest.
game.
You should play
it's a
it.
good game.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
top tier roguelike.
I'll add it to my ever-growing list of games to play.
I think it does go on sale fairly regularly on Switch because I bought it a couple months ago and I was on sale and I was like, yeah, I'd be down to give
I'll
this
just
a couple more
add it
rounds.
to my wish list. Like,
That's smart.
Yeah.
Let's set some time across when you aside when you get it, because I put literally hundreds of hours into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's not my favorite one of those. It's a good getting to mix up. There's not a lot of progression in it other than the characters, right? That you get.
There are a lot of item unlocks that you can do.
Maybe I'm
You
not that far
basically-
into it. Yeah.
You just have to, sorry to say it, but get good to unlock a lot of stuff.
That's fair. Crazy.
Yeah, no, I fully understand. It's one. I'm not very good at those kind of games, the twin stick ones, but someday
Yes,
I'll get there. I've beaten it. once
So
or
when you say
twice.
you've beaten it,
I feel like I beat the mom.
That's like saying
Yeah,
when you beat Dead
Yeah.
Cells, you don't really beat
Yeah.
Dead Cells.
Yeah,
you've
exactly.
got a couple more levels to that one, my guy.
Yeah, well,
A couple more final bosses.
no, I beat it. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Anything else? Play nothing else?
I did a round of Fall Guys.
All right.
Nothing special.
Fall
Nothing
Guys is
new,
a
at
special
least.
game.
Yeah, I mean it's
It's Fall
You're right.
Guys.
season 2 coming soon. I'm excited.
They actually look cool. I'm like, fuck, man.
Hey,
Looks neat. Is
am
there cross-platform with it with PC and PlayStation?
No,
No.
not as far as I can tell now.
Missed opportunity.
So season 1 ends, and I'm only like level 7 in the battle pass. It means I'm not gonna unlock the chicken, am I?
Probably not unless you just start grinding, and that is not an easy game to grind.
I'm not gonna unlock the chicken. Damn. All right. Well, anyways.
I'm like level 30 or something, so you won't get there, but you can watch me get there if you want to.
I want somebody I know to get the chicken.
Yeah,
So-
I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
All right. Guess you be grinding.
Yeah. Speaking of grinding and unlocking things, I've been grinding myself away on Spiderman.
Mm-hmm.
Good game.
I'm ready to say that game is good. You just have to spend your points. I think I've said that in the past. The more points you spend, the better the game gets. The game's a lot of fun. But I am falling into that open world trap of as soon as you unlock something, I go and I do all of them. So I just unlocked the challenges. I think they're just called the challenges from. I don't remember what the bad guy's name is.
It's been so long since I played it.
Taskmaster, I think
Oh,
his
yeah.
name is. Yeah.
Yep, you nailed it.
Yeah, so I've been doing those. I think I am on like the last one now. I've beat all of everything else that's up to that point, but there's still like some things I haven't unlocked because I'm just not going through the story missions fast at all. I got all of the cat pictures. That was
Nice.
good. Yeah, so I got that cool suit.
They're fun little side games, right?
Yeah, there's nothing in that game that I really hate. I didn't like the combat at all first, but
Yeah,
the more you
Like once you
unlock,
get
the better it gets.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Weird
Other than
concept.
that, yeah. Who
It's
knew?
wild, right?
Maybe. Yeah, hey man, I just want to play like classic Spider-Man. Okay, just
Everything
swinging,
unlocked.
webbing. No unlocks.
Just
Real Spider-Man doesn't have any tools.
eating shit everywhere.
Yeah, just but with webs, not guns. Other than that, I have dipped back into the Children of Morta.
Awesome.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, I want to have a game I can play that's a little bit more, a little less than Dead Cells,
Mm-hmm. A little more casual.
a little more casual, but a little more than just Spider-Manning around.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't played in so long, and I just jumped back in, and I beat like 3 levels.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much done with the game now. But there's a new character in there since the last time I played.
Yep.
She's actually a lot of fun. She's kind of like a wizard with
Mhm.
like a short AoE attack. It's kind of fun. I recommend it. So
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
Give
talk
that a
about more
shot.
of that later because they got other stuff coming out.
Oh,
That it?
I didn't
That all
know.
you've been playing?
I beat a couple ascensions on Slay the Spire.
That's Slay.
I never
Nice.
mentioned Slay the Spire, but I play that literally every day.
Pretty religiously.
Yeah, it's right before bed. I'll play like a couple runs.
Is that your wind down before bed?
Yeah, it's probably the wrong wind down game because they can last a long time.
Yeah.
And you have to think a little bit sometimes. Like it's
Yeah.
mostly second nature now, but sometimes I'm like, damn, like, how do I want to play this?
Yeah. The problem with like trying to wind for me with Slay is if I stop and then I won't pick it up for a couple days, but I'll be in the middle of a run. I'm like, fuck, what was my hand again?
I'll just delete it. I'll just start a new run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unless I
Never
like
back
turn
up
it
the
on and
runs.
it's going very well.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it.
I finished Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. That, when I was playing it initially, when we talked about it last week, I was like, it's about an 8 out of 10. Now that I beat it, that's like a 9 out of 10 game. That game is fantastic. The combat is okay. It's fine for what it like.
Okay.
Its intention, but the game's not. That's not the point of the game. Is the combat, right? Like the game is like a story. It is a walking story simulator kind of thing, right? So the loop is you get to a zone, you solve the puzzles in the area, you have a combat sequence, and then you get to new areas so you can like progress the story. That's kind of the thing. It's very linear. I beat it in like 8 hours, 9 hours, pretty quick. And the audio they did for that, and then just the visuals with the audios, it's phenomenal. It's I can't think of another game that's done like audio like that. But I mean, like the main character Senua, she's a person that has psychosis, so she has multiple personalities talking in her head, and that's where the audio kicks in, because all these personalities are talking to you, and they're feeding into your fears or your like what you're trying to do or against what you're trying to do on top of the story. And what's cool, so if you guys ever play it, beat the game, and then watch the video in it. It's like a behind the scenes that the process that they did to it, and they like went to like mental clinics and worked with clinicians and everything, and like really like tried to see what it was like for different people that had different forms of psychosis, and like molded that into the game, not just from an audio aspect, but also from a video or visual. So like a lot of the visual stuff that happens are like real life representations of what psychosis is like. And it's fucking really good, but it's pretty heavy. it's a heavy game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a sacrifice.
There's a lot, like I don't want to spoil it because like there's like this really deep, like at the end of it there's a huge spoiler. I can't tell you. It's a huge spoiler. I can't tell you.
We'll play that at some point.
It's
You can tell that one
fantastic.
afterwards.
Yeah, you guys should play it. My only issue from a graphical standpoint is there's motion blur, and it kind of makes me a little nauseous. But that's intentional because that's part of the psychosis. So you can't actually turn it off.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah.
but good luck with that. And also the other issue I had with it was the movement speed is a little slow, but that's intentional because as you're moving from area to area, it's made to tell you a story. So if you move too fast, you won't go. The dialogue will cut the dialogue, essentially.
That problem in Spiderman.
Yeah. So
It's just Spider-Man at least.
yeah, 9 out of 10. I'm so excited for the sequel, especially it's being like made in like Unreal 5. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Then I started AC Odyssey, and I'm doing exactly what Dylan's talking about with open world games. And when I started, I was like, I'm just gonna mainline the campaign. I'm just gonna go and like get through the campaign because I'm using it as an audiobook game, so I can just listen to audiobooks while I play it. Nope, going from little marker to marker to marker, 100%ing every zone before I move to the next area.
That's a bad game to do that on because that's a big game.
It's
Spiderman
huge.
is actually not that big.
This
I
game,
feel like,
this game is enormous.
grand scheme.
I pulled up the map and I was like, this is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
But I love that there's like ship combat and a whole entire ship mechanic because that was like my favorite thing in Black Flag.
I
love it. I don't know why.
I heard wonderful things about it, but it's been a while since I've gotten into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. It was $15. So I was like, I gotta buy it now.
That's not bad. That's for the content.
I think it was cheaper a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Well, it was like $15 for like the deluxe edition and stuff like that.
Okay.
And
right.
then
Well,
I also
tell us about your other bad purchase.
I bought Anthem.
That's not.
It was $10.
Even as an audiobook game, that's not worth it.
It's an audiobook game. You don't know that. You don't know what it's like now.
Well, you know what? When you told me that you bought it, I considered removing myself from the podcast. Just dropping out.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what that game is like 1 year after release.
Well,
Heard not too different.
yeah.
But
kind of realized how much they dropped the ball and then just said, oh well.
But it's a podcast game, so we'll see. We'll just see what happens because I'm going through an audiobook series. Like this audiobook I'm going through is 45 hours long. So I'm like,
sorry. I recently listened to the stand-on audiobook.
Yeah, so
it's long, but
it's 45 hours. So I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get like an open world game for this.
What? Sorry, not game related. What audiobook thing do you use? You use Audible?
I use Audible. Yeah, big Audible. I have like over 90 books in Audible.
I only have the one free one to stand.
I love it personally, but I'm like deeply invested, and I share it with my wife.
Yeah.
I share the account with my wife.
I wonder if I should get into that. Maybe. Who knows? We can talk about it later.
All right. All right. So those are the games that we were playing. Now let's get into games. Get some quick Game Pass news. Big game came out. Wasteland 3.
Woo!
A lot of reviews are saying it's great for the game it is. It's a very genre-specific game, I think. And I don't think if a person's into that, I haven't played it yet. It's on my playlist. It's also co-op, 2-player co-op game.
I'll leave it to you guys.
Yeah,
I will be playing it
because it's like a Divine Divinity type game, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Western RPG, I guess you could call it. They call it a CRPG. I don't know.
I don't remember what the C ever stands for, so I don't say it.
Yeah,
compact.
But I don't know what the C is either.
Crazy.
I don't know. Contemporary?
No.
I don't know.
Crinkled.
I think that's it.
Oh, contemporary. That makes sense.
To me, it's a Western RPG.
Right.
Yeah, because you have like JRPGs, which are has its own unique style, and then Western RPGs have their own unique style too. But I love the developers. I love that style of gaming or that style of RPG. So it's on my playlist. But the initial reviews, like it's getting 9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s. But I think
heard very positive things. Yeah.
But I think that score. My problem with when people score that game is if they like that genre, right? Now, what happens if you take a general gamer to play it? Would they like it? You know what I mean? Would they give it a 9 out of 10? Like, would Dylan give it a 9 out of 10? You know what I mean?
I really like Divinity.
It's true.
I have played it.
Yeah. So
I feel like that's the secret to reviewers. You just find ones that have similar taste to you and just follow them.
Yeah. So
also, apparently, it just stands for computer in CRPG.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yep.
That is terrible. Because a lot of those games are coming to console now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what else starts with C?
Yeah.
Console.
Look at
there
that.
There you go. Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy. Yeah, very excited. It's on Game Pass. So people on Game Pass, huge win. You're getting this like grade A product. I can't wait till NXIL actually makes a game from beginning to end with the AAA budget. Because they were making this prior to the acquisition. So like get them on a Unreal 5 type engine and like fucking have fun would be fucking crazy. Other game coming out, this is more for probably me and maybe Aiden, is Age of Empires 3 is coming out October 13th on PC. It's the remaster.
I love Age of Empires.
Already on it.
All of them. If you wanted me to actually get a computer,
Do it. Dude.
Age of Empires is probably the way to.
Dude, I told my buddy Tim about it, and he's like, then he sends me a link. Hey, would this PC be enough?
Like Age of Empires, Age of Mythology. Those are some of my favorites.
So it looks really good. They made some updates. Oh fuck, I'm fucking up my thing. I got video and everything to play in the background. 4K assets. They added 2 more civilizations, and they updated some of the mechanics here and there. But yeah, this fucking game, man.
So this isn't a negative, but it looks like how I remember it looking. Which is...
that's a positive.
Yeah, that's a strong positive, because that lives up to the nostalgia hype.
They do some before and after, so there we go.
What is your favorite Age of Empires?
Probably 2. I probably played more 2 than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I probably played the most 2. I think 2 is probably my favorite as well.
Yeah.
But if you throw in Age of Mythology, I prefer those.
Passed on Age of Mythology. But
you missed out.
Maybe they'll do a remaster. I mean, they've been doing remasters for all the Age series, so maybe they'll do cross-platform multiplayer. Wait, is this coming out on console too?
What?
I would not want to play.
It's got to be Steam
and console,
but Steam and Windows Store, I think. He's broken.
Yeah.
It's not coming to console.
That'd be weird. Well, I mean, that's great. I feel like that should be like, shouldn't even have to state that. Like, PC players should always be able to play with PC players regardless of
that's
platform. That's kind of a weird statement to make.
Weird, but fine.
I'm very excited. Dylan, you should get a PC, and then you can join us in the rest of the PC gaming.
I would literally only play that.
I don't know. You never know.
I think we could bully into other things.
Yeah, 100%.
Nobody bullies me except myself.
I mean, Oscar ended up getting a gaming PC.
Yeah, I know. He sent me a picture of it.
Yeah. Very excited. I think this is cool. It's a very small demographic. Other game came in the Game Pass was Drake Hollow, which I actually didn't expect, to be honest. Drake Hollow.
I never heard of it until you sent that video.
Yeah.
And I skimmed the video and I didn't really understand it, but you said it was co-op, so I think we are going to all play it.
Yeah, I mean, it's on Game Pass, so it doesn't hurt to try it. So essentially, it's a village building survival horde game. Think Fortnite, in a sense. Single player
dragons.
Or main Fortnite. Yeah. So Drake's...
Actually, I don't know if there's dragons. Are Drake's dragons?
Drakes are like vegetable creatures you protect.
That's not a dragon.
No.
But yes, traditionally drakes are dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking back to Harry Potter, those little fuckers they pull out of the pot.
Yeah, that's what they look like. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What are those called? Mandrakes?
Yes.
Something?
Yeah. Mandrakes.
Yeah.
Man, fucking nerds right here.
I had the Harry Potter animal book as a child, so I know all the Harry Potter animals.
Yeah, so this that's kind of, I think it's kind of cool. And you like co-op make a base. I don't know how persistent this base is. Like we create our own server and then we all manage the server together kind of base, or
I feel like it's
a person's a particular host and then everyone just jumps in on the host.
Yeah. If it's like State of Decay style like that, this is
100%.
DOA for me.
Yeah. Unless the character that you pull in, no matter if it's your own base or someone else's base, is persistent. But we don't know what the character progression model is, right? So, who knows?
More news next week.
Yeah. So once we play it, once my data caps have been lifted, we'll play it. So,
classic.
All right. That was Game Pass.
I didn't even get close to my data cap this month because I didn't update any Xbox games. I haven't turned my Xbox on like barely at all.
I have 10 updates pending. 10.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you did some of the big ones, right?
No. I got
You didn't do
Apex is there. Modern Warfare's there. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I might uninstall COD.
Oh no.
I haven't decided if I'm going to or not. We haven't been playing for almost a month now.
I would only go back to COD to play with Aiden on his journey to Damascus.
Genuinely do not enjoy it at this point, so I'm fine if we just stop.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that. Okay. Let's move on. Indie games. So I have a little section for indie games. Children of Morta DLC came out. It's called Paws and Claws DLC. It's a $4 DLC. 100% of the proceeds go to the Paws and Claws. It goes to the Humane Society. Key new features is that animal shelter system. So like houses where they have animals. Adds a new mechanic. You use treats to feed the animals, to look after them, and when you do that, you gain boosts to like experience gain, movement speed, things like that, such like that. There's new home interactive events and 100 new animations with those animals around your homestead.
I didn't even know that was a thing, and I had been playing that game. So
yeah, so, pretty cool. The fact that it's all the proceeds go to the Humane Society makes me want to just buy it anyways.
yeah, well, Children of Morta. They're borderline one of those good, at least the developers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like, Dead Cells level where there's crazy content additions, but they've done a couple free things so far.
They've done
That new character was
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah,
So,
it was. So on top of that, they had another update, a free update that also included new Divine Graces, new consumables, and new relics, plus bug balancing and stuff like that. So yeah.
maybe that's why I was getting so many new unlocks.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, because they
I thought I
added
was
more
just
stuff.
getting way better at the game.
Nope, they added more content.
You know what? I have to mention one thing about Children of Morta. I'm actually probably going to get this DLC at $4. Good cause, everything. I hit one of the worst bugs I've hit in that game this last week. It was an audio bug where it just was like the same 5 seconds of action, just going into a tunnel. Just
Damn.
I had to turn my TV volume all the way down, and it was one of the worst sounds of all time, and I was almost positive that I was going to break my TV, but I had such a good setup, and I was so close to the boss, I was like, fuck, I can't stop now. Like, I can't just quit. So then I powered through it. Everything's okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that.
The sound, I think, might be a little messed up in my save, though, because it seems weird to me now. Could just be a new area, though.
Could be.
So,
great game. Wonderful. It's a good pickup, like go back to game.
yeah, there was no issues with me. I hadn't played it in months.
Yeah.
Picked up my same save.
But yeah, cool stuff. Cool to see stuff like this, like when they're offering DLC and they're like, hey, we're not even going to keep this money. We're just going to give it to a nonprofit. So,
Love to see it.
yeah. This is going to be an interesting game coming up. Hello Games, makers of No Man's Sky, is releasing a new game called Last Campfire. And it's a puzzle adventure game. It looks cool.
It looks super cute, and puzzle adventure games are up my alley.
Yeah, but it's Hello
I will
Games.
not buy a Hello Games thing off release, though. Also,
Smart.
it's kind of weird to... Well, actually, thinking back, it's not that weird they're doing things on Xbox now, but...
No, because No Man's Sky is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It looks great
Yeah.
visually, from a visual and like adorableness. It hits the marks, right? It hits the check marks. Like
Yeah,
puzzle adventure check, great visual check. But
I want
Hello
it to
Games.
be good, but...
Hurdle.
Hey, in 2
I know
years,
that-
2 years will be good.
Exactly. Eventually, it's going to be solid, but we'll see on release.
But it's cool to see that they're trying other stuff. They've done a great job, like, fixing their fuck-ups on No Man's Sky from what I've heard and even what I've played. Like, I've enjoyed what I've played on No Man's Sky.
Also, I can't place it, but just the style of this game really reminds me of some other game. And it's killing me that I can't remember what it is.
MLOR.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It does seem familiar. Yeah. But, yep, so that's coming out. Oh, it's out now. But, yeah, looks great.
I think it's Journey. Just
play
a little
one.
hooded
The
guys.
dudes do kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The style of it.
Yeah.
Not quite, but I do see
No,
what you mean.
not at all. Okay.
All right. Next game coming out. Windbound.
This is just some dude. I've gotten this game advertised to me a lot.
This game looks great.
This.
It has like a Zelda like visual, but also Ashen. You guys remember Ashen, but with a little bit more fidelity. I didn't realize this was like a developer conversation type video. I apologize. I did listen to another developer video. So essentially, it's a survival game, open world survival game with procedurally generated islands. And the game starts with you on a deserted island. You build like tools and all that. You build your ship, and the idea is you go to another island. You upgrade your ship there. You follow some story content, and then you go to another island, and every island's different. It's procedurally generated, and difficulty increases as you move from island to island until you reach the end game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Yeah?
I'm not doing procedurally generated survival games again.
You sure?
They look fantastic, but they're just, for me, they're not fun to play.
Yeah. I will probably give this a try.
Yeah, like it looks great, but I've just had so much experience being burned out on these types of games.
I think it's probably a pass for me too, but I would be interested in maybe giving it a shot.
Yeah.
Depending on
if this
how
comes on
everybody
Game
else feels
Pass,
about it.
I'll definitely try it.
Know that
100%.
I'm saying pass on it, but realistically, I will try it at some point and realize that procedural generated survival games are. Sometimes you hit the jackpot, other times you're spending 4 hours running around the island looking for one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's really going to depend on the execution, right? So, like, we'll have to wait till it comes out and probably fix their initial series of bugs that usually comes out on release. Conceptually, this game sounds great.
It sounds great, looks great, might be great. I'm just hesitant.
Sure.
It seems pretty ambitious. And
Yeah.
I'm not positive.
I would agree with that.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I do like the look of it, and I guess just if it's fun, like, do you know anything about the end game? Is it just you go to different islands and keep making your stuff better and better?
Well, I think there is a whole story to it. So like there's an end eventually, and whether that end allows you to keep just going on and on, I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
And we don't know what the progression model is like on the upgrading front, like upgrading your ship, how far can you upgrade your ship, the tools that you acquire, things like that. Is there any particular skills you acquire? If they have like a feeding or a thirst type mechanic to the survival, I'm probably out unless they have a mode that removes that.
I think we talked about this a few times recently. Just the word survival in front of game makes me not want to play.
Put it pause, But if it had more like a kind of like how Metroidvania games are, like you slowly like find unlocks and stuff like that, and you build up, and then you don't return to different places to go back with those skills. We'll see. I think it has potential.
Yeah, potential, but survival crafting is very sketchy for me at this point.
It is by... Is it Deep Silver? Yeah. I don't remember It sounds familiar. I can't think of any other games that they have actually done at the moment, though.
They
Isn't Deep Silver
Bunch of-
or Deep Silver just the developer? I mean, publisher.
Is it? Okay. I don't know. All right. This game was actually at Gamescom, and I think you guys might enjoy it. It's a twin stick, which I don't think Dylan's a big fan of twin stick.
It depends.
That's me though.
Some of them are fun.
Graphically, I like it, like the animation.
The graphics are my kind of style.
Yeah.
This seems like a better version of, from what I'm seeing right now. You ever play that game Death Road to Canada?
No.
More fleshed out version.
This seems like,
Kind of like
a better version of Rust.
It's every game. Any game is better than a better version than Rust. I'm actually sort of interested in this.
Yeah.
If this is co-op, I'm fully on board for it.
I don't know. Early access. So
Otherwise-
this is a PC initially, but I thought it was it's an indie game, up our boats kind of thing. From
Yeah, that's
Or boats.
yeah. We'll see.
I'd give it a shot, but it kind of reminds me of Windbound the same way with the
Mm-hmm.
harvest resources, crap stuff.
It's just that
Sometimes
loop.
you just get the
Yeah.
shit out of the stick. Yeah.
All right. So those were the kind of like the indie games I thought were interesting. There were some other indie games that were announced, but they didn't have like significant gameplay trailers that were worth like talking about. They're more conceptual than anything else, or had like these weird cinematic type stuff that had very limited gameplay. And I was like, I don't want to waste their time with that kind of shit.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And Gamescom, there was just so much stuff in Gamescom, and you're just like trying to figure out like what's worth our time and what's not worth the time. Like we talked about, like some games, like that Golem game that's coming out, the Lord of the Rings Golem game. It was just a cinematic, and you're just like, okay,
Could be good.
Yeah, what am I going to talk about?
Cinematic.
Right?
The screenshots
Cool.
look terrible. It's just, I want to hope it's good, basically.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going for.
So
Make another Lord of the Rings.
Mordor?
What are they called? Yeah, make me a Mordor.
for real.
Mordor 3.
For real.
Mordor 3.
Let's get into some just
Right.
like quick news. Avengers. Let's talk about Avengers the game that it's kind of shitting the bed over the betas in the past like 3 weeks. A lot of bad
What if
reviews.
we didn't talk about it?
Well, I wanted to talk about the monetization system.
Well,
I
in
always
that
like.
case, I feel like I'm going to die if I don't go to the bathroom. So I'm going to leave for this part.
All right.
I'm also gonna wait for this one.
So they released a blog post about their monetization system, and of course there's purchases you can make. But let's move down to the hero cards. So instead of like a battle pass that encompasses everything, each hero gets their own battle pass,
Interesting, actually.
right? And the battle passes for each hero cost $10.
That's pretty shitty.
But you earn all of it back when you complete the battle pass,
So you pay $10.
and then you get it back.
They give you $10 back, or you get $10.
$10 back. You full covers all of the cost.
They give you a refund.
No, you get $10 worth of in-game currency
Okay,
back.
coins. Okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Which isn't bad. Which is what other battle passes like COD and Fortnite does, which we like, right? Because then and Apex. So each hero has their own battle pass. The initial heroes, you get those battle passes with the game, so you don't have to buy those. It's for the new heroes that come after.
Oh, okay.
And those initial heroes also come with the currency. So technically, those 6 heroes you start the game with, you'll get like $60 worth of credits. So I was like, that's actually kind of cool.
That doesn't sound terrible. I'm not gonna play this game though.
Yeah.
Just off of principle.
Yeah, because they've done other scummy stuff.
Yeah.
But
But if other games were to
do something
do
like that, Yeah, it's not terrible because you make the money back, and there's only 40 levels in the battle pass instead of like 100.
Are the battle passes like one-time challenges, or do they rotate seasonally? I guess.
It's a one time, and there's no expiration date. So essentially, you buy it, you beat it on your own time, and stuff like that.
That's not a battle pass. That's just challenges at that point.
Yeah, they haven't said if they're doing like an overall battle pass, but essentially seems like that's their version of a battle pass, as they have it from a hero to hero type concept.
That's actually pretty cool, unless there's like a hero that really sucks or something.
Yeah,
you just don't want to play.
and the fact that I think the cool part is your initial group of heroes, the 6 starting heroes, you get that pass initially, and you get the credits that you earn back to pay forward into the next characters, right?
Yeah, that's cool. So does PlayStation users, do they get an extra bump?
I would assume so because they get Spider-Man. Yeah. It's too bad I really want this game to be good because of just the franchise.
I want it to
right
crash and fail.
And also, Crystal Dynamics, leading up to this point, have done a good job.
Couldn't tell you another thing they've done.
They've done the Tomb Raider games.
Oh, those are okay.
They're great, actually, but yeah.
I would say great, and I get why they were chosen for this, but that's just kind of a shame. But good for them. It's a lot of money for them.
Yeah. Because the games they just don't look great, like the gameplay for the Avengers games. They look janky, and they look, what's another word? Boring?
Yeah. It's honestly confusing how unexciting they look.
Yeah. And it's such a good franchise to make something exciting, right? Because we talked about last week, like Gotham Knights. You watch Gotham Knights and you're like, I'm excited to play that game. That game looks fun.
And then you have the franchise that has some of the biggest movies in the history of the world, and it's just...
I think they're still the top-selling movie.
Yeah.
I think
the
it's
last
franchise.
top 1 and top 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the only reason I brought this story up about the monetization system, because I actually really like the concept behind this. Not really but I do like the concept behind it.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
Yeah.
If they made a better game, I guess I can't say that I haven't played it. But if they didn't do such a big fuck up with the Spider-Man thing, and from what you guys say, the game not being
the game just doesn't look
cool
like. I've
looking.
watched a bunch of people play gameplay videos and a lot of the reviews, and I'm like, oh, man, game's kind of brutal to watch.
Yeah.
Also, they have these weird partnerships. So there's this Intel partnership. So if you buy the game and it's associated to Intel, you get special Intel skins. And then I think Verizon has special skins and stuff like that. It's weird marketing partnerships.
It reminds me of the old days of pre-order bonuses, you get this skin from Best Buy, you get this item from GameStop, and it's just, it sucks for the consumer.
Yeah, it's just so bizarre. It's the most bizarre gaming campaign I've seen in a long time. But it is what it is. Now let's move on to Borderlands 3.
And now let's move past Borderlands 3.
I just wanted to watch this trailer because this trailer is actually really fucking cool. This trailer reminds me of what I love Borderlands for.
Just want to say, once they have all of the DLCs released for Borderlands 3, I will be restarting that game.
I'm on board with that.
I'll play it again. Yeah,
I'm on board
I'll
because
definitely play again.
Right now the season pass is for all the DLCs is $60. It's a brand new game. And I'm I'll wait till that goes on sale. But this DLC looks over the top crazy. It's just ridiculous. Just the name of the DLC is ridiculous. Right? It's Psycho Craig and the Fantastic Fuster Cluck.
Craig was
Sounds
the
like
guy
Borderlands.
you could be.
Yeah, this is Borderlands. This is the Borderlands I wanted, right? This is
but is it still Borderlands 2 menus and stuff? That's my
I don't know.
big issue with this.
I don't know
game.
what the
if they haven't
performance
improved
is.
any of that.
I know they've improved a lot of like the end game type stuff and the mayhem system and made it a lot more palatable and
Isn't my
character
problem with this
balancing.
game, though.
If
I
the
know it's
menus don't
performance.
have massive slowdown, at least
Yeah.
that's all I need.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe when we get a Series X and the Series X
I
power
think it was still
speeds
messed up
everything
on
up.
computers, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a Xbox issue.
Yeah, but I think the game, like, this DLC is like what I wanted out of, right? Because this is Tiny Tina's. This reminds me of Tiny Tina's DLC. This reminds me of Claptrack DLC in the pre-sequel. Like, just this overtop weird, like, weirdness. And this is like, feels like it embodies it.
Yeah. It's the good kind of wacky.
Yeah.
I just want to loot guns. That's all I want. But I
Well,
want to have fun doing it too.
Sure.
that's why you play with friends, right?
Yeah. But I'm on board with jumping back once all the stuff is out. Now, talking about a game that we've played a lot of. New COD is coming out. They actually put the gameplay trailer out. It's for the campaign, which if I played the campaign for Modern Warfare. I don't know about you guys.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's most I've enjoyed a COD campaign in a while.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
I hadn't played one since like Modern Warfare 2, I want to say.
Yeah.
Tried the Ghost one, and it was no bueno.
Ghost was a sore spot. But yeah, so here's the campaign. I think it's running off the same engine, just a modified version of the engine. Because I
Not
say
a
that,
problem.
yeah, because it looks great, and from what they said, the game will be running at 120 FPS in next gen consoles.
Love it.
That's crazy. I think that's really
That's
good.
When I see it.
Yeah,
Honestly, high FPS it's one of the best parts about COD games.
yeah. Especially with the visual fidelity they're able to maintain with the high FPS rates, it's pretty impressive. But yeah, so this is just a campaign trailer. There are some gameplay footage in here. Of course, the game's gonna be brutal, like any other thing. And they have Reagan sending you out to do war crimes.
Pretty
I'm on board for
realistic,
that,
actually. Yeah.
I love that.
It's so fucking great.
I actually kind of like Black Ops, like the older ones, a lot.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I am interested in this, but
I'm really
still a little wary. We
Sure.
went pretty hard in COD this last one.
and we
so
played
unless there's
we
something-
played the last Black Ops also, you and I.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one,
Mm-hmm.
but I might be hitting my COD limit.
Well, we
We'll
haven't
see,
been
though.
playing any FPSs in the past month or so, and I don't anticipate us playing any until COD comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, to be honest.
Truthfully.
Yeah,
I was saving myself for Halo.
yeah. I don't know what's gonna. Well, I mean, I have news about Halo down the line, but yeah, it looks great. So we're gonna see a multiplayer reveal in September, early September.
That's a make or break point for me, though.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't think it's gonna vary too differently from Modern Warfare because it's sharing Warzone. Which is fine
Well,
because we've always talked about
the
like a
map
serialized
design
version.
and-
There you go, September 9th. I guess you're right. Map design matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically, I will end up
perks and-
owning it either way, just for zombies.
If they do a good zombies.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it no matter what. I'll just be disappointed if it's not good.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Every zombies except for like the first two.
So that means we will all end up owning this if one of us owns this. That's usually how it works. Let's be real.
Oh, we're all gonna own it.
Just who is the first and who is the last.
So-
That's what matters.
Speaking of owning COD, they put out the pricing. So standard price is $60. Cross-gen price is $70. And the ultimate is $90. Right? So the cross-gen price, a lot of people are like, in a bit of a like Reddit. I'm not saying everybody. Reddit is in a tizzy about the cross-gen price of $70, but really, if you think about it, that is the standard price for a cross-gen game.
That's what they will be.
Yeah, that's what they will be.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it's
Yeah.
also about time that the price has actually gone up.
Yeah, I mean, it's very true. How long has it been $60? Like 15 years or some shit?
Yeah.
Like,
and
it
how
has
much
not
have gaming
inflated.
budgets gone up?
Yeah. So I'm generally not offended by it. I would have preferred they just said $70 across the board instead of having a standard rate. Because that just tells me that they could have just added cross-gen at $60. In a way. It's just from an optics level.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably pay that $70.
I figure it's $10 more.
Yeah.
It's better than paying $60, realizing you actually like the game a lot when you get a new console, and then having to pay $70 more.
Yeah. Which they should just have like a $10 upgrade at that point. They're like, all right, we saw that you had the original standard version. Here's just give us $10 and we'll upgrade it.
See.
And that's where it
Yeah,
shits.
but why do that when you could?
But yeah, I don't trust Activision for that.
Yeah. So some people are upset about it. Some people are like, what? Like, I'm whatever about it. It's not that big a deal. Like, I'm gonna probably pay the $70. My only issue is being able to get a next gen console. Initially,
If you get it, and you can't get a next gen console for like half a year or something.
Yeah,
and by then you're done with COD.
Yeah, exactly. That would be my problem. And then I'm not incentivized right now to get a Series X. I'm more incentivized to get a PS5. But PS5 just announced, like, they're doing like lottery reservations for PS Now subscribers or something like that. So it sounds like there's going to be a constraint on supply.
Well, hey, buying Gen 1 of any new console usually is a bad idea, so
yeah. So
that's fine with me.
Just like Dylan was saying, like paying $70 for a next gen thing and end up 6 months later getting a console and never playing it. It's kind of pretty sour.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna get the regular version if I do, and then go from there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The game comes out in November. It's about time we actually saw some content about it.
Yep.
And speaking of content, Grounded came out with its first update. We have yet to play it again. We haven't been playing games together, at least all three of us together in a while, since Grounded. Yeah. The new update looks great. They added new materials like bird feathers from like birds that fly around with crafting recipes. They added perk system called mutations, and you have to like find those mutations and then you equip them. You equip 3 at a time. They added 2 new quest types. They added new buildings and then a bunch of tuning.
Cool. I'm still not gonna touch that game until it's fully out. I sort of enjoyed what we did, but I didn't enjoy it enough to play it.
I'm in the exact same boat.
I think a more well-rounded quest system would be better. Right?
Yes. Looking forward to not doing like 30 minutes worth of story content and having a pop and saying, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but also not for me.
It's an early access game. It's cool to see them. It's just cool to see like the growth and what they're doing, right? I think from that end.
Like props to them.
Yeah.
It's the least janky survival type game like that I've ever played in early access still. So
yeah. So we'll see what happens. Now let's get to the last piece of news this week. Halo Infinite. A lot of stuff happening in Halo. We know that's getting pushed back to 2021. No specific dates. Some people are rumoring it's toward the end of 2021. It's a rumor, but they have some new people employed. They have Pierre Hintz, who was the head of publishing team for MCC. He's joining the Halo Infinite team to lead the free-to-play experience. So it sounds like they're taking whatever experience he has with the MCC multiplayer, I guess, and then
They have a battle pass in that now, don't they?
and I think it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what they started, I think, recently, is like this season battle pass kind of thing. So that's what they're going to take the experiences they've learned on MCC and then apply it towards Halo Infinite's free-to-play thing. Which I think now it's not hard to figure out how to set up a free-to-play game anymore. Like, at least from a progression type pro-consumer model. There's enough successful ones.
It's not hard, but it's easy to mess up. So
it is. It's very true, right? Because there's all you have to do is like really just need a good battle pass, like every 3 months. Here's 100 levels. Here's a bunch of cosmetics, and if you complete the majority of the battle pass, you get your money back. I think that's all they got to do, and then they just have to make the cosmetics worth. Just don't do what Apex did their first season when it came to a battle pass, and you'll be fine.
It wasn't great their first season, but it wasn't the worst battle pass.
Dude, it was the trackers. Remember? You're earning the trackers and stuff. So it's not the worst. 100% not the worst. But I'm like, you can do better. Right.
Really?
I think COD has a really good one because you earn the money back by level 71 or something like that.
I could not tell you a single thing that I've unlocked in any of the COD battle passes.
I think the only thing I remember is like level 100 from the first one and just seeing that emblem.
Yeah.
So yeah, just play enough and you'll remember it.
Yeah. I think Apex had like the most rewarding rewards. Like from a cosmetics standpoint, I thought their cosmetics were pretty great. Especially like the final weapon was like pretty unique because it, as you killed people, it leveled up in itself. I thought that was really cool. But I think Apex, you had to get like to level 90 or something to get your monies back.
Pretty high, but it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like 3/4 is like a good level for it.
Yeah.
So if you're getting there, you're invested enough.
Yeah, so it's not hard to follow, so just follow that kind of roadmap, and I think they'll be fine. The second person coming on board is Joseph Staten. So he's coming on board. No.
Jason
As
Statham.
the project lead for the campaign, which is a little concerning that they have a project lead for the campaign at this point of the game. Right?
Say it again.
So he made a tweet. I'm thrilled to join Halo to help them ship Halo Infinite. As the project lead for the Infinite campaign, I will be supporting the team's existing great leaders and empowering them to do their best work. He has a long history with the Halo franchise. He worked for Bungie. He was the what's it called? The director of cinematics for Halo 1, 2, and 3. And then he was
good games.
Yeah, and he was also the writer and design director for Destiny and left Bungie in 2013. So this is before probably Destiny went bad.
Destiny's always been bad. Always been bad. It's been fun, but it's always been a bad game.
That's fair. Story-wise, it's always been like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just finishing a project called Don't Tell Me, which is a Game Pass game.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. So
Don't tell me about it.
He's coming on board. So it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It's cool that he was a director of cinematics, so a lot of the storytelling that he was a part of in the original Halo franchise, he was part of developing it. So that's a good thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
a good thing that he's
probably
here.
a good thing. It's a bad sign, though.
That's it, right? Like, it's good that he's here, but it's bad that he's here too.
Yeah.
At this stage, which makes me believe that possibly we're going to see a later release for Halo Infinite.
Maybe do episodic.
Which sounds on par for what they want to do with Halo Infinite, because they want it to be like a 10-year platform. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd do it, but episodic things don't usually do it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of all the episodes, then you can play it.
Don't have that type of patience.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like this weird bittersweetness that's happening with Halo Infinite at the moment.
Make it
I'm
a good
happier
game.
that they do this than
Yeah.
releasing something that's trash.
Yeah. It's just like, I think it's just waiting for it at this point. Like, in the hype, you're just like, it's right there, and you're like pawing at it.
That's why you shouldn't watch trailers.
Yep.
But
At least we know it's coming. They're
Yeah,
not going to not release this eventually.
Yeah. I think mechanically the game is in the right place. At least from what we saw, mechanically the game's in the right place. It's just tidying things up, right? Like getting the visuals to the quality that everyone's expecting. The fact that ray tracing is coming later, and now they went to the drawing board, like, you know what, that should be at release, kind of thing. So, I think it's just shaky.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, anything else to add?
I'm gonna beat Spider-Man.
You're gonna beat Spider-Man? I gotta play more Assassin's Creed.
Are you going to beat it?
I will probably... What I'll probably do, and this is what I did with Origin, I'll probably 100%, 75% of the game, and then hit 75% and go, fuck this, I just want to beat it, and then just mainline the... Because by that time, you've like unlocked majority of the skills and stuff like that. That's probably what I'm going to do.
Fair enough.
I believe in you.
Yeah. I've been playing World War Z. I played with Tim just before we podcasted. That game is a great, fun, mindless co-op shooter, by the way.
I will be installing it after this.
Yeah. It's a 4-player co-op, Left 4 Dead at 11, essentially, with a decent progression model.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You're invited too, Dylan.
Yeah. You're invited. Just do it.
You can kill zombies.
Just do it. That's a team.
I want to join the zombies. I want to kill you.
You can
Bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
What's that?
For you.
And we'll end today's episode at Bang Bang Skeet Skeet.
Bang bang skeet skeet to you.
All right, boys and girls, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.